This is where Claire said to meet her, right?
Yeah, this looks like the place. Alright, now to find Captain Claire. Oh! I guess it makes sense that she wouldn't come here in uniform.
The charms of an older woman, eh?
I think I'll manage. Sorry I kept you waiting.
Don't worry about it. Oh.
Hi.
Yeah, I kind of ran into her on the way here and told... That's not a problem, is it?
Not at all. I assume you've been surveying the town while acting as Rain's bodyguard.
Sounds like you've done your homework.
The intelligence division has told me a little. Anyway, I think we might attract a little too much attention if we stay at the counter. What do you say we get a table for 3? It's good to see you both. I think this may be the first time we've been able to have a proper conversation.
You may be right. I was hoping I'd get the chance to sit down and talk with you too, actually.
Oh?
You sure you don't want me to go?
That's not what I mean. I have a lot of questions. Like, about why Milliam transferred into our class, for example. But there's one really fundamental question that would go a long way toward answering a lot of the others. What exactly is it that you and Chancellor Osborn are trying to accomplish? Let's look at that standoff with the Provincial Army earlier this evening. It's hard for me to feel much sympathy for them after they drove armored cars right into the but maintaining order in the provinces is generally accepted to be the duty of the Provincial Army. Maybe it's just me, but it seemed an awful lot like you were just trying to provoke them by belittling their authority.
It did look like your people were picking a fight.
Viewed without the proper context, I can see how it might look like that. But right now, the factional conflict in the Empire is nearly at its breaking point. Crossbell is buzzing with talk of independence, and Calvert is still weathering its immigration disputes. In such volatile times, there's a very real need to create a far more expansive network to help maintain public order. The only organizations that are up to the challenge are the Railway Military Police and the Intelligence Division.
That may be the case.
Still, your boss is the one making those conflicts worse.
I can't deny that, but at the very least, the Chancellor is acting with a sense of integrity. He hasn't stooped so low as to give aid to terrorists, unlike some others I could name. I want you to at least understand that.
Wait, so...
Wow, she really said it. So the noble faction's been the one backing the terrorists, huh?
I'm afraid there's no longer any doubting it. We've all but confirmed the involvement of Duke Cayenne, the most prominent representative of the 4 great houses. The 3 airships the Imperial Liberation Front have been using have been traced back to Ordis as well.
I'd wondered how they got their hands on those.
I've heard the Duke is just a gaudy old man, but Eustace's brother came to pick him up in Legram, didn't he?
That's what Toval told us. And now, Rufus just so happens to pop up on another of his secret trips. Captain Claire, what's going on, and how are Elisa's family and the Rhineford Company?
I guess it's time to get to the matter I called you here for in the first place. The Railway Military Police is currently weighing the possibility of a forced inspection of Rhineford's first factory.
Sounds serious.
The first factory belongs to one of Rhineford's major divisions, right?
Correct. It's one of the main divisions and handles the bulk of the company's iron and steel processing. They're also currently under suspicion of something I'm not at liberty to discuss. The two of you are aware that project management at Rhineford is split up across several major branches, right?
It is?
And on top of that, she's got her hands on the development of our Arcus units, too. It's way too much work for one person. How many projects does Mother have under her wing right now?
Well, I'm afraid I can't give a simple answer to that. But suffice to say, the chairman only knows about a small number of the projects in development by the Rhineford Group. Lately, the directors have.
Come to think of it, I overheard Elisa and Sharon talking about something like that.
For years now, Rhineford has been the Empire's heavyweight when it comes to heavy industry and manufacturing. The company is split into different divisions that handle things like steel production, railways, weaponry, and tools. The problem is that those divisions have simply become too large. Large enough to have their own internal allegiances. Some to the nobles, with others supporting the reformist faction.
Are you serious?
So even companies are taking sides.
I'm sure Irina Rhineford is aware of this to at least some extent as the company's chairman, but the self-supporting accounting system she introduced has the side effect of granting each division a long leash. Because of that, I doubt even she has a full grasp of the situation.
So, the first factory you guys have your sights set on is aligned with the noble faction, I assume.
You assume correctly. And the provincial army is doing everything it can to stop us from carrying out that investigation. That's what led to this evening's quarrel. I imagine Chairman Irina is currently doing her utmost to rein in all the divisions and get them back in line. Thing is, when she seized control of the company 5 years ago, she had to rely on support from both sides. Being indebted to them like that, I have my doubts she'll be able to target the underlying problem.
It's sounding shadier by the minute.
You could say that again. The situation and while all this is going on, a factional conflict keeps burning hot.
I've told you as much as I can right now. Tensions are mounting all over the country, but Ruhr has an extra fuse of its own. Try to gain an understanding of the crisis unfolding here. Then do your best to stay out of it. Whatever other lessons Class 7 takes away from this field study, I hope that ends. I wish you the best with the remaining. Please have the bill sent to the Railway Military Police Branch Office in Ruhr.
Certainly. Enjoy the rest of your...
Wait! The bill!
Looks like she just picked up our tab. She gave us some good intel, too.
I can't just go running out. Looks like we...
So, you like the mature type, huh? She's sorta like Sarah. Except responsible and composed.
You can say that again. Oh.
Must be yours.
Hello? Green Schwartz?
Green? What are you doing?
Oh, it's just you, Elisa.
Well, what do you mean it's just? Is it true some girl invited you out for a night on the
Whoa, hold on. A late night date? I thought you only had eyes for me, Reen. Anyway, good job, kiddo. You better spill all the details later, huh?
He'll do no such thing!
Now, I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. He was with him too.
Still, it was rash of you to go out on your own without at least consulting us.
Ready to head back?
Yeah, I think that'd be for the best.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world. I've got a little reward here for you.
А, давайте мне остались.
Drinks are on me someday.
Честно, похуй. The time has come. First time, then Crossbow.
As you wish.
We'll hit him so hard, they'll be picking up the pieces for weeks. You heard the boss, man. Tomorrow's a red-letter day for us. A real do-or-die moment.
All our preparations will be rewarded soon, when we sweep in and take the Chancellor's head. Keep your eyes on the prize, and give it all you've got!
Yeah!
So tired.
The air here is so fresh, especially for a city. Must be because we're up in the mountains.
I'll say, compared to the capital.
Well, the capital does have... Sure is a night...
Not as nice as last night must have been.
I told you,
Yeah, I'll bet you are. I cannot believe you. After all those things you said to me last night, you go rushing out to meet another girl.
Ooh, the skies might be clear, but I'm sensing a stormy forecast today.
Well, all things considered, even if we assume Captain Claire is trustworthy, I'm not sure how wise it was to go out on your own.
I know. In hindsight, I regret keeping it to myself.
Still, it was pretty bold of Captain Claire to show up alone to meet Reen. Even dressed down, I wouldn't have thought she'd go out alone with the Provincial Army on patrol.
I'm guessing she's more than strong enough to handle her. Not sure what her weapon of choice is, though.
Ah, I wish I could have seen her all dolled up, though. But she was a real knockout. Come on, that would put a spring in any man's step. I don't blame you for sneaking out alone.
Oh! No! It's not like I knew she was going to show up wearing a cocktail dress. I swear!
You seemed pretty taken by her when she showed up yesterday, though. And your eyes were glued to her right up until she left the scene.
Oh, really?
So while we were enjoying a quiet evening, you were out carousing with a beautiful woman, were you? Lucky son of I mean, for shame, Reen! We're here representing the Academy on a field study!
I swear, you guys are just making things up at this point. But thanks to the information I got from her, we have a pretty good idea. Now that we know, we should be able to... What do you think, Elisa?
Yeah, I'm in.
So in short, the first factory did something to catch the eye of... And all the while, the Provincial Army has been...
Let's not forget that the first factory is...
I know that the divisional directors have been operating without much in the way of executive, but Mother always allowed it. She thought that encouraging competition among the divisions would yield more innovation. I never thought that'd lead to something like this.
Seems like the lesser of two evils.
By the way, hearing about the first factory made me curious.
Well, to give you a basic idea, this is a bit oversimplified, of course. Divisions are made up of many people, and they all have their own opinions. But the positions of each division's directors are clear. The first and second factories in particular have had a pretty... But even still, I would...
Neither would I.
Alright, we're gonna do whatever it takes, and when we tie this up all nice and neat for her, even my
Sounds like a plan.
That's the spirit.
Offhand, I'd say this falls under the...
Thanks, everyone.
Sounds like we're in for a ride.
Anyway...
Yeah, I think we can handle these.
It's still 8 a.m., so we have plenty of time to work our way through the...
And while we're doing that, we can ask the people we meet about how things look alive, everyone.
Right.
Roger.
Gotcha.
Dangerous foe. Step.
Be careful, this one looks strong.
Go!
I'll handle it. It's my turn. Now!
Gotcha! Leave it to me. Handsome and strong. I'm the total package.
Formation. My turn.
It's my turn.
Right. Eat that. Here we go.
I can do this. Is everyone okay?
This looks like a nice spot.
Enemy sighted. Take him out.
Leave it to me.
This is my secret weapon. Charging normal energy. Injetta arrow.
Leave it to me.
Now.
I've got you.
My turn.
I'll handle it.
My turn.
Here we go.
Your turn. Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
Come at me.
Go.
My turn.
My turn.
I can do this.
Here we go. Now's a chance.
Broken.
That one all right. Hostile spotted. Beginning combat.
Go!
My turn. Now.
Go!
That one all right. That one looks annoying. Watch out.
Be careful, this one looks strong.
My turn. Burn to ash. Ha!
My turn.
My turn.
I can do this. Fire!
My turn.
Go! That's that. Let's keep moving.
This one's nasty. Watch out. My turn.
Here we go. Sylphie dance. That's that.
My turn. Yeah, you're done. Cross Raven. See ya.
Here we go. Flames, gavel on my blade.
Right. Arcus activate.
Here we go.
Huh?
My turn.
My turn.
My turn.
Okay.
It's my turn. Fire!
Here we go. Now's a chance.
Broken. Leave it to me.
Okay.
My turn.
It's my turn. Fire!
My turn.
Okay. Here we go.
Here we go.
Thanks.
Right.
Yeah. Target's eliminated. Let's get going.
Great.
Done.
I did it!
Come at me!
My turn!
My turn.
All right, eat that!
It's my turn.
Go!
Okay. Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
Looks like a tough one. Watch out!
This one's dangerous. Stay on your toes.
Here we go! Second form, Gale! Go! Let's go, everyone!
Roger.
Gotcha!
I'll handle it. Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
Come on, then.
My turn! Now's our chance!
Broken. Okay.
Right. Go!
Gotcha! Not too shabby.
I have to admit, that was pretty...
Yeah, more of that, thanks.
I did it!
Enemy sighted! Take him out! My turn!
Okay.
Right. Fire!
Leave it to me.
Your turn. Done. But we can't relax yet.
get this over with.
My turn. Now's a chance.
Broken.
My turn.
Right. Fire!
All right. Eat lead.
My turn.
I'll handle it. Target's eliminated. Let's get going.
Come on then.
Go.
Okay.
Leave it to me.
I can do this. Too slow.
I'll handle it.
1, 2.
All right. Go get him.
I've got you.
You're done. Not too shabby.
I have to admit, that was pretty smooth.
I did it!
Oh, what a nice looking treasure chest.
Come on then.
Go.
I'll handle it.
All right. Eat lead.
It's my turn.
My turn.
I'll handle it.
1, 2. Now.
Go.
All right. Eat lead.
I can do this.
Go. Now's a chance.
Broken. My turn. You picked the wrong guy to mess with. All right, if you want to fight that badly.
Go.
My turn. Eat lead.
Okay.
I can do this. Fire!
My turn.
All right.
Now.
I've got you.
You're done. Not too shabby.
I have to admit, that was pretty...
take him out! Go!
My turn. Eat lead.
I'll handle it. It's my turn. Go!
Gotcha.
Oh, no, you don't! Here we go! Go!
Broken. That one all right.
Enemy sighted! Take him out! My turn! Go!
Broken. My turn.
Leave it to me. Eat lead. You picked the wrong guy to mess with.
I spy treasure.
Enemy sighted! Take him out! My turn!
My turn. Eat lead.
Okay. Now.
Go!
It's my turn. Oh, no, you don't. Stop right there. Molten Rage. Go.
Gotcha.
Here we go!
My turn. Eat lead.
I'll handle it. Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe. Be careful, this one looks strong. Okay. There you go. Silky dance. That's that.
All right.
This is my secret weapon. Target normal energy. Inject arrow.
My turn. Yeah, you're done. Cross Raven. See ya.
Flames, gather on my blade!
Your turn.
Go!
My turn.
Arcus, activate.
My turn.
It's my turn.
Arcus, activate.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, thanks. Ha!
Okay. Arcus, activate.
Here we go.
It's my turn. Turn to flames. Burn!
Leave it to me.
It's my turn.
My turn.
Leave it to me. Eat that.
My turn.
Go. All right, let's do this.
Leave it to me.
Thing.
It's my turn.
Leave it to me. Go get him. Let's do this.
Okay.
Now that's what I call teamwork.
Сейчас приду. Я знаю. Ну, что тебе сказать? Вот второй раз мне обрывают квесты. Смотри. Тот квест, где надо было это самое ходить, оборван. Квест на ловлю монстров остался. Я здесь взял 2 квеста. Оружие я взял фия. Алиске было нельзя. Наверное, оно у меня осталось. Еще какой-то квест про кошку. А похоже, они у меня тоже вылетели. То есть я 2 монстров элитных завалил, вот выходил. В общем, издеваются как хотят. Да, то есть охота у меня осталась на монстров, я обоих монстров убил. А вот те квесты мне это, ну, улетают. И вот эти, наверное, тоже вылетят сейчас. Но оружие, наверное, у меня останется. Вот такая вот ботва. Я хер знает, как что делать, чтобы они у меня не вылетали. Потому что я никак не могу ходить, минуя, блин, гребаный город. Как только я попадаю в город, начинается задница. Короче, просто издеваться надо мной. А раньше все было спокойно и нормально. Какой член, блин. Что это за мегачлен? Что это нахуй? Это босс? Ну понятно. А у меня похоже все наоборот. Да мне честно похрену. У меня ни маны, ничего нету, нахер, я не отдыхал. Ну, поехали. Я не помню, я сохранялся ли. А, у меня есть мана, отлично. А ему, например, как пофиг. Ему похрен. Тогда можно вот ты пока сжигать. Кого мне.
My turn. Yeah, you're done. Cross Raven. See ya.
Right.
Ну и могу, по-моему, немножко покеру. Да повторы, скорее всего, а не самое. Будет что круто, какие видосы скидываю, я посмотрю. А может, я так сам в YouTube найду. Их же повторять будут. Что тебе понравилось, какие интересные игрушки? Просто скидывай, я тоже посмотрю, оценю.
My turn.
Тогда арты, чем бы мне звездануть-то? Вот это.
Here you go.
И объясни, чем тебя заинтересовало просто. Будем думать вместе. Ну это изи. Что ты ожидаешь? Ох, смотри, девка любит ветра пускать. Она любит пускать ветра. Я могу его так же пинать, но это долго. Он взорваться собрался. Ну, Microsoft мне покеру. Если бы они на Соньке вышли, я бы еще, может быть, вот так. Ну как ничего не делать? Он мне уровня набивает. Кросс-кроссайд, да, у меня есть? Да, что-то за болтовню и не заметил. Ага. Burst Drive. А, то есть это ускорение, понятно. Ну, может, хорошая вещь, но я все равно махинаторы не использую. Если бы был ремейк второго Dino Crisis, который, или хотя бы его переиздали, второй Dino Crisis я могу играть вечно. Такая тема. Ух, как я его обожаю. Комбы набивать, там бегать с дробашом, с СМГшкой. Мое любимое мясо. А первый мне, в принципе, ни о чем, я только не. О, я тебя помню, Клэр, как ты в коктейльном платье у меня сидела, кадрила. Как девки на нее запали. А потом фиг подкалывала. Потому что второй, самое веселое мясо, бегаешь, комбишь, там джунгли, красотища. Это одна из лучших игр вообще. Если бы еще кооп был, вообще бомбой был. Не, как Алиска меня приревновала. Ты, говорит, мне тут всего такого наговорила, а потом ушел к другой телке. Я сижу. И Фи такая, так тебе нравится постарше? Он, не, все нормально. Бедный. Его в таких вещах подозревает. Чё, теперь я квест уже завершить не смогу? Или я смогу все-таки квесты? Надо сейчас посмотреть. Если у него пушки отнимут, будет обидно. Хотя мне похер уже. Квест с прослушкой, да, сгорел. Зато остались квесты на монстров. Я их оба сделал. А еще мне вот этот квест сейчас, какую-то кошку найти, я хер знает, где ее искать. И это самое, пушку потестировать. Но меня тупо не пускают, видишь, я в говно вляпался. Ну и тогда похеру. Че, у меня уровень, что ли, мало или деньги? Мне, по-моему, нахер ничего не нужно уже. Так, скамейками? А где скамейки? Нижний уровень. Надо посмотреть, но если он еще не сгорел, я хер его знает. Ну, нам все равно в шахты идти. И по пути я как раз этот квест сделаю. Чего не дадут? Так мне один черт сейчас идти в шахты и там по пути этих сов убивать. Так. Нижний уровень. Скамейки. Начинаю искать скамейки. Хорошо, хорошо. Так, подождите. Но пока у меня только один сгорел. Так, вот скамейка. Нет. Вот скамейка. Нет. Ну, что тут? Ну, ничего нету. Это просто скамейка. Где Москва болтали? А где ты здесь скамейки видишь? Тут табуретки, тут не скамейки. Ну, как сказать, болтозавр. Кошка появляется. Кошка появляется там, где мало людей, а тут очень людно. Она очень аккуратная, в смысле очень напуганная, осторожная. Когда тут людишек до хера, она не появится. Надо сказать, где людей нет. Ну, значит, сначала первое место нужно найти. Скамейки, скамейки. Может, бочки какие? Да нет. Это выход. Тут вряд ли здесь магазин. Да и как бы она туда попала? Да, да где эскалатор, куча народу, там люди. Да, у меня квест пропал, видишь? Он уже экспайр, бесполезно. Его нету. Да у меня квест исчез, все, он уже испорченный. Бесполезно, бесполезно. Значит, теперь мне остается только идти в шахты. По пути пытаться это сделать. Но если я смогу, я убью несколько сов. Да мне похуй. Сейчас вот этих сов надо найти, поубивать. Если мне скажут достаточно, я пойду квест сдам, вернусь просто. Я задолбался квесту просирать. Не то, чтобы меня это вообще волнует, мне это не приносит уже как покер, я в конце игры. Уровни у меня есть, броня у меня есть, у меня все есть. Я в полном порядке могу стоять.
That one all right.
See? We make a great team.
То есть она должна бить. А сколько сов она должна убить? Одну? Самое смешное, здесь нет понятия defend. Я не могу заставить все время ее бить. У меня, по-моему, здесь нет пропуск боя-то. Ну тогда знаешь что, надо давать ей это самое. Спешалами дубасить. Она будет убивать больше. Ну заставлять ее бить спешалами.
My turn. Target's eliminated. Let's get going.
А вон сова, ну сейчас я этого убью, придурка. Там есть еще кто? Ну, на случай гляну, может там кто-то.
Well, shall we begin?
All right. Go get him.
I've got you.
My turn.
А если она ультанет? Она, наверное, убьет их. Я вдруг подумал. Да, если она ультанет просто.
That one all right.
See?
Ну, они, наверное, скажут, что там, типа, хорош, достаточно. Это не то, что я хотел.
This one's dangerous. Stay on your toes.
Ну, вон сова, а толк-то. Ох, погнали. Я хрена, кто сейчас сову убьет, я за этим не могу проследить.
Okay. Done. But we can't relax yet.
Или здесь есть пропуск боя, что-то я видел. Ты говоришь 5. Десять. Не 5, 10. 10 сов надо. Это значит, что должна бить она. Если есть возможность, что остальные пропуск делали, там, не знаю, хилищую магию какую. Так я только что истратил. Я думаю, спешилы тоже помогут. Будем считать сов. Да? А еще лучше ждать, пока не воскреснут. Так, сколько здесь сов? Я забыл, сколько здесь сов-то. 4. Считаем. 4 совы. Или их 5 было? Ну, 4. Если я буду долго стоять, они снова воскреснут, нет? Ладно, пойду еще поищу дальше. Там? Да там хер знает, кто их убил на самом деле. А вот это очень спорно, кто их там убивал. Так, я считаю 4 буду. На всякий случай, просто что 4. Я могу зайти в ту зону и выйти. Если будет зайти, то мне оставить какую-нибудь сюжетку. Так, стоит. Что такое мув? Кто бьет сейчас? А, ты бьешь? Точно. Так, 5. Вот. Только не цепляй ты меня. Блядь. 5 штук. Уж эту не она убила. Я боюсь туда заходить, честно. Сохраню себя на всякий случай, если что не так. Просто перезапущу. Ты меня сейчас какой-нибудь сюжетка потащит еще нахуй. Но оно сильнее моего нынешнего. Это не то, что мне нужно. Сейчас я вернусь, там сова есть. Или нет совы? А, ну вот, вышел, зашел нормально.
My turn.
Leave it to me.
I can do this.
Вот эта херня я сейчас делаю, блин.
Rain upon us.
Here we go. All right.
My turn. Here we go.
Так. 7.
Here we go. Here we go. All right.
Right.
Okay.
My turn. My turn.
Too slow.
8.
Done. But we can't relax yet.
А, есть квест. Пошли. Но мне сказали. Заметь, мне сказали. Пойдем сдадим. Ну не уродили, а? Твари. Не так они мне лучше обнасрать, а? Мне не дают подняться вверх. О!
But man, if terrorists really were planning to blow up the mine,
it would shake the very foundations of the Empire.
That one looks annoying. Watch out.
Все в дыму, в тумане, ничего не понимание. Ой, я зарядил ложку.
Well, to start with, we need to work out exactly what's going on here.
If it's true that the terrorists are... It seems likely their aim is to eliminate the
But did they really have to go this far?
Ну, я ожидал.
The Iron Mine is owned by His Majesty.
That's right. The province of Nortia is tasked with managing it, and iron is the single... If this isn't resolved quickly, it's going to deal a...
So I guess the question is just whether the noble faction... Sounds to me like they're a pretty divided bunch as it is.
Yep. The terrorists, they're only cooperating because they both see the Chancellor as a common enemy.
And if that's the case, it seems pretty likely that what they're doing here is related to that somehow.
Sounds like someone started the party without me.
Angelica?
You came too, George?
Yo, figured you'd show up.
Well, we had to test this.
This bike is just full of surprises. So, speed-wise, we're looking great. Comfort. I swear, you two never kind of figured Toho wouldn't be able...
Yeah, she's working on gather. She said she'd be in touch if she...
Well, that's reassuring.
Could some...
You seem to be hot on the trail of something, but I'm not sure it's the same thing.
Does this have something to do with those family affairs?
Yeah, it does. I had some nagging suspicions about it.
Hold on. Isn't the director of the first fact...
My dear Uncle Heidel Rogner. Yeah, seems like it might do us both some...
Let's find a better place.
They're dumping iron onto the black market?
Yeah. The amount of steel they're producing doesn't quite match up with the amount of iron ore being mined. That's been the case for quite a few years now.
Officially, the reason given is that the purity of the ore being mined is lower now than it used to be. But if you look at what's coming out of the mine, there's no evidence of that.
Well, that would explain why the figures don't add up.
And because they were feeding the raw iron onto the black market rather than the finished steel...
That makes it a lot harder to notice when a little goes missing here and there.
Man, Toa put all the pieces together on her own?
I'd expect no less from my beloved.
She poured over everything. Rhineford's yearly sales figures, government reports of the mine's product. That's how she picked up on the discrepancy.
She's really something else.
Iron ore being sold off the black market. Accounting sheets that don't add up. George, how much iron ore is unaccounted for, roughly speaking? Do you know? Assuming for a moment that all the missing iron was refined into steel, how much steel would we be looking at?
This is just a bit of but I'd say somewhere in the neighborhood of 100,000 Torum, which is enough to build 2,000 oxen tanks.
2,000?
That's practically an army.
The Saxon iron mine is a pillar of the Empire's economy. The amount of iron they pull out of there is almost ridiculous. Even if you pocket a small amount every year, it's going to add up to a lot of iron real quick.
But what are they planning to do with all of it? Is the noble faction trying to make their own tanks in secret?
They couldn't even if they wanted to. Only the second factory has the knowledge and equipment to make tanks. And not only does the second factory have close ties with the Imperial Army, it also leans toward the reformist faction.
You need all kinds of complicated technology to make even a basic tank. It's not as simple as just grabbing some steel, some blueprints, and some grease and getting to work.
So what does that leave them? Selling the iron to another country for profit? I don't know how likely that is. Seems like deals that big would be too easy to trace.
Okay, so setting aside the ore itself, now that you know this, and given what's happening in Ruhr right now, what were the two...
Oh. It's pretty simple. My uncle oversees the first factory, and the provincial army is blockading the mine. On the other side, you've got all the miners just trying to do their jobs who got dragged into this whole mess. I'm a Ragnar. I might not be a great daughter, but there's no way I'm gonna let this go on.
Angie.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're seriously gonna go talk to your old man about...
Hell no. Like he'd even listen to a word. Same goes for the provincial army. I'd just be... That's why I'm planning on sorting out this... I used to work part-time in the mine. I know the place like the back of my hand. As long as I can find my way inside, I think I can handle...
I figured you'd say so.
Honestly, does nothing faze you?
In that case, I'd like to ask that you take us along.
We can look at this as a test of how to best respond. Looking at it from that perspective...
Yeah, after hearing all that...
Agreed.
I'm with Angelica here. My family's involved in this too.
Thanks. Truth be told, I was kind of hoping you'd back whatever help you can give.
Well, the next thing we need to consider is how to slip in. At the very least, Angie should be able to get the officer...
So, what, we sneak in...
I don't know. That sounds a little over...
Leave finding our way in to me. If anyone's good at cutting red tape, it's my mother. Maybe she could help...
She could.
Which, well, if you think so.
Alright, I'll leave securing an alternate route to you then. For now, I'm gonna see if I can find out anything else about my family's... George, give Toa a call and see if you can find out what the Imperial...
Gotcha. I'll see you...
This is starting to feel like...
knew it.
Like the rising of the sun.
I see how it is. You're taking Reinford's side again, huh?
As long as I wear this uniform, I'm simply a humble maid of the Rhineford. You, the chairman, and Master Gwyn are all deeply important.
Thanks, I think. Show us in, then.
Of course. Please.
Bring them in.
As you wish.
Mother, we need to see you.
Excuse us.
I apologize for canceling our dinner plans last night, but it's looking unlikely I'll be able to join you tonight.
No, that's fine. We understand.
It's hardly surprising given the current circumstances.
I'm not sure what's keeping you so busy, considering you haven't even managed to fulfill one of your most basic duties.
My lady.
The miners who work at Saxon are employees of this company. With the Provincial Army barricading the mine and refusing to budge, those miners are at the mercy of the I assume you've issued a formal objection to Marquis Rogner?
Not on behalf of the company, no. It sounds like Director Heidel Rogner of the First Factory has requested something be done as a formality, but nothing more.
That's it? The First Factory has been dumping huge amounts of ore onto the black market for... Don't even try and tell me you haven't noticed.
Of course I've noticed. Being unable to bring the First Factory in line allowed that to happen, and that's my failure, I admit. But think, if we assume the terrorists aren't acting alone here, what good would it do to issue an objection to Marquis Rogner?
Well...
There are many possible outcomes to this crisis, and we must be prepared for... We need to consider the possibility that the terrorists may set off an explosive in the mine. And how to respond... This is a global company. Measures will need to be put in place to protect stock prices, taking Crossbell into account, too.
She's got a point. Anything that affects the Reinford company is going to indirectly affect a lot of people's lives.
Correct. The Reinford Group is its own entity with its own role to fill. And I have mine as chairman. The Provincial Army and the RMP are acting in accordance with their purpose. And one might even say the same of the terror. Action with a purpose. That's what keeps the world in motion. So tell me, what's your...
Well...
If you get what I'm saying, I suggest you... I expect the explosion at the military factory is the extent of the damage the terrorists will cause here. I'll give you several additional tasks. And considering the situation here, I think it'd be best if you... You have my permission as a sitting director on the...
But...
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm not going to keep making the same mistakes anymore.
Oh?
All my life, I've turned a blind eye to what was going on right in front of me. I did it when you drove Grandfather out and took his position as chairman. And I did it when Father died and you let work become your life. All along, you've been working to build the company bigger, and all along... But in our field studies at Thor's, I've seen the imbalances and injustices of the world crop up over and over. But even with that, and all of us, really, have to face that head on. And that's exactly... You asked what our purpose is. After 6 months at the...
Well said.
Agreed.
That's why this time, I don't plan on backing down. You need to hear the truth. And I need to be the one... As your daughter, and above all, as someone who's watched the Reinford company grow ever since I was a... Mother, you're running this company the wrong way.
My lady.
Can I assume you, in your infinite wisdom, are planning to tell me the correct way to run my company?
Naturally. But I still need more experience before I can do that. I promise you, though, that by the time I graduate from the academy, I'll show you how this company should be run. As someone who just might succeed you as the chairman someday, I should be able to do at least...
It's one thing to make a promise. It's quite another to live up to it. Still, at least you're starting to see...
Mother.
Give it to her, Sharon.
Certainly. Here, my lady.
What's this? Some kind of key card?
Correct. It opens the door to a passage that connects Ruhr City to the Iron Mine.
Wait!
There's really a secret passage?
The former chairman built it for use in case of an You'll find the entrance in the underground part of a maintenance room on the upper level of the city.
If we use that...
We should be able to completely avoid having to deal with the provincial army.
I'm not going to say things. Right now, I just believe... And I'm going to tell you why through...
Excuse us, Madam Chairman. We've learned a lot during our field studies.
You don't need to worry about...
They've grown a lot in the last 6 months. It's been a... Surely it wouldn't hurt to acknowledge that Lady Elisa has grown too.
She's still got a ways to go. If she wants to take the mantle of the Rhineford Company from me, she'll have to show me she's got what it takes. Anyway, it seems all our principal players have assembled. Can I ask you to do one more thing for me?
Certainly.
А, вот. Я понял.
Who would have thought there'd be an underground passage going? Gwen really does think of everything.
Oh, you know Elisa's grandfather?
I've heard you two got along famously back when he was still...
He taught me all kinds of great stuff. How to pick up girls, the best spots in the entertainment district, you know, the really important things in life.
It's not that I can't believe it, it's that I can. Too easily.
I can only hope to sit and learn at the feet of the master one day.
Still, it's probably thanks to him that Angie didn't go any further off the rails than she did.
Can't deny that.
That's nothing to laugh about.
I wonder if we'll seem as colorful to the first years when we're second year.
So, you think this is gonna work?
All right, that's...
What is this thing?
An orbital wave antenna?
It's currently in development at the Institute of Technology, but I managed to convince them to let me borrow. It emits directional orbital waves to widen the area where you can transmit and receive. That means you'll be able to use your Arcus unit's communication functionality even...
That sounds pretty handy.
You can do that?
Yep. Toe is busy gathering information on what, and I'll be able to pass that info if things get too dangerous. I'll give you the order to pull out, so make sure you keep the line open.
Got it.
It'll be nice to have some support.
Well, if George is just a car...
Okay, I think it's about time we got going. And thanks again. I've got my Arcus on me, so I should be able to...
Always room for one more with us.
Your knowledge of the mind will really...
I'm looking forward to seeing you clean up with those Taito skills of yours.
shine.